Hey guys, so today we're going to be testing some TikTok nail hacks, products, and designs that you guys have tagged me in. I get tagged a ton on TikTok in all different types of videos, and some of them are like designs you guys want me to try, different methods, different products, and just all around stuff that I've seen on TikTok videos that I want to try, and that's what we're going to do today. So something I've been tagged in a ton to try is this nail removal method where you have a bowl of warm water, soap, and oil to try to just pop off your nails. And apparently with this method, you're going to be able to your nails are just going to pop off after soaking for like 20 minutes. So I'm not sure how well I think this is actually going to work. I feel like for this to work, you probably need the seal on your nail to be lifted already. If your nail doesn't have any lifting, the seal isn't broken, I don't think it's gonna work. I have nails on that have been on for a little over 2 weeks at this point, and we'll see if they work. I'm gonna try with this hand, my B hand, if you missed my last video. So let's go get all the stuff we need. Then I've been seeing people use the Dawn Power Wash and then some oil. Okay, let's bring this back to my room. Okay, so these are the nails we're going to try to take off. They are still really stuck on there. I don't think I have any lifting. So I'm going to try to maybe pop the seal on a couple of these. Kind of hurts, by the way. So that means I've lifted the nail up a little bit to try to make sure that the oil and the soap and everything can get underneath the nail. First, I'm just gonna like mix this together. Not that water, oil, and dish soap are necessarily gonna mix that well. I'm gonna try for just 20 minutes right off the bat and just see how this goes. I'm gonna also like push my nails down a little bit to try to get the water and everything underneath. But I will check back with you guys if something happens or in 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes and my nails, like this one, is I guess lifted a tiny bit since I broke the seal on it earlier, but it hurts to pull back at all. This one, it hurts honestly to do that. Like I do not think, and then any of the ones I didn't break the seal are like not gonna come off. My hands are like all shrivelly. I don't think this works unless, I bet you it would work pretty well with press-ons because that seal is just some glue. Especially if you're doing press-ons with just the sticky tabs, I'm sure this would knock them off super quickly. Maybe if you have some like 4 to 6 week old acrylics that are lifted, that might work. But on any nails that the seal isn't broken and they're on pretty well, they're not coming off. So I'm going to remove all of my nails really quick and then we can get on to some other fun videos, and I'm gonna fix my makeup and stuff really quick because while this was soaking I made a pickle, so my lipstick's all off. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so I've taken off my last set and put a new set on, and now we can finally get to some fun hacks. So our first hack that I want to try is this jelly stamper French tip hack. I think this is a super cool way, and I think that I got the original person that came up with it. I'm not 100% sure. It's really hard to find like the original person on these things that go viral on TikTok, but they did it, and they even did it with a longer nail. So I want to do that myself because I think that seems like a super quick way to do a French tip. So I have this little jelly stamper that I got years ago for Halloween, and I tried it once and I couldn't get it and I gave up, and I've just had this jelly stamper since, and we haven't really done much with it. So I'm going to use this blue out of this Macart Duet. This just looks like a super pretty color. So basically we just put some gel polish on here and try to goop it up a little bit. That way there's enough for all of the nail. There that is. And then I'm just going to, I don't know, why am I nervous? I don't want to like break the jelly on it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh my god, look at how far that goes down. Okay, so that kind of worked, right? Like, it kind of worked, but I kind of feel like it just went down so far. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's try, it did go down a little bit. Let's try again. Okay, so I rewatched the video, and I realized that I didn't do it at an angle. I just kind of like put it straight down. Okay, so let's try this again and do it properly this time. An angle. Okay, I can do that. I felt like they really just like this way more than anything. So I feel like I need a bigger jelly stamper. So I'm so glad that I did order some backup stampers in case mine was too small. And look, we even have a cute little pink one. So hopefully this one will be better. I think that one is just too small. It would probably work again for shorter nails, but personally for me, and I know for a lot of you, I feel like I get tagged in a lot of nails that you guys did and you want to show me, and you guys have a decent amount of length. So I feel like for at least me and some of you guys, this wouldn't be helpful unless you can do it on some longer nails. But this one looks like we might be able to do some longer. So let's try it again. At an angle. I can do that. I'm gonna do it like right. Ooh, this one is like way more resistant. I think I broke the jelly stamper. I'm honestly so disappointed so far. I thought that this, because I've seen it so many times, was gonna be something that was like foolproof, but I don't think that this will work on long nails, even though in this video I feel like her nails are decently long. My nail definitely went through that, so that's unfortunate. Let me go get just like a short tip and we can see that. So I have this tip and it is a lot shorter than my actual nail, so let's try it. Okay, an angle, kind of like. Oh, see, okay. That looks so much better than mine. That looks good. Okay, so my verdict for this one is that it does work, but not on long nails unless you have an insanely big jelly stamper, which I'll have to look for, but the other ones I got I thought would be good enough, but obviously not. So good if you have short nails, bad if you want really long nails. We're still gonna have to draw our French tips on. This next one that I thought would be really fun to do, because I actually did something kind of in the same realm of this for my birthday nails. So for this video, they cure a bunch of gel polish and then they use these little cutouts. I don't know if you guys ever used these when you were little, but I loved these when I was little in like, I don't know, grade school, and I just like always just cut out a bunch of paper with them. But with this, we cut out gel polish to make little designs. So I ordered a bag of them and I don't even honestly know the shapes. Let's take a look. Got a heart, crown, umbrella, music note, star, a snowflake, a clover, a maple leaf, a bow, and last but not least, and actually I think this one's my favorite, is this little flower. For this one I just grabbed a Ziploc bag, and honestly this will work probably with like any sort of like thin shiny plastic. We are just going to, I'm going to use purple color in this instead, and what you do is you just do a thin but even layer. And honestly, this goes to a different hack that I think is really useful. I am so sorry. If this was you, feel free to DM me and I'll put your name in the description. I saw someone a while ago on TikTok. They basically freehanded their design on a piece of plastic like this, like Ziploc, and then they cured it, peeled it off, and put it on their nail, which is a much easier way than like freehanding it on your nail. And I actually did this for my birthday set. I did my numbers 24 that I was turning, and I cured them on a plastic bag instead of like freehanding them on, because there was no way I was going to be able to do that with my opposite hand and make them look so symmetrical and even. And so I did that and it worked super well. So that's why I wanted to do this with these cutouts, because I thought it would just work really well. Something I feel like is so frustrating about TikTok is you can't have like liked folders. I wish I could have liked folders where I could put like, you know, likes for nails, likes for funny, likes for cute dogs, likes for recipes, but we don't get any of that. So I spent like 45 minutes the other day looking to try to find this person's video, and I couldn't. Like, it was not going. So what we're gonna do with this now is cure it and make sure it's flat. And once it's cured, we should be able to peel it off. I think for this, I'm gonna run a little bit of rubbing alcohol over it to try to take away that stickiness, because I don't want it to stick in my little cutout thing here. Oh my goodness, where did it go? Okay, so this one didn't completely work because this plus, I don't know where the leaf part went. Maybe we need to do it a little bit thicker. I'm just gonna add a little bit to right here to try to get a thicker coat. Okay, let's try this again. Oh no, it did it again. It just keeps coming out in pieces. Let's try maybe a different one than maybe just like a heart. Oh, that one worked. Look at that, we got a heart. Okay, so some are gonna be more finicky than others, but look at that, we got a heart. So I'm just gonna go along and just paint some colors on this, and that way we can do a bunch of different little cutouts. Okay, let's just we'll start with this one. I'm gonna do a heart for sure. I gotta do this kind of hard. Perfect, look at how cute. We'll do a star. I like to do it like this, make sure I'm getting all of it in. Ooh. Okay, that one broke. Only got a little bit of a star. Maybe we can use that on the edge or something. I tried to do this blue one a bit thicker to maybe combat some of the breakage. So I really, really want this one to work because I think that one would be so cute. And okay, if it's too thick, I don't think it'll cut. Sad this one won't work. I feel like the snowflake was one I was really looking forward to. But let's try this one now. I am glad that the heart one works, kind of. Wow, I'm sad. I take it back. I don't actually think that this works super well. I think you could potentially get it to work sometimes, but I don't think it works that well. I just think that the gel is like just not the right medium for it, which obviously it's meant for paper, but we'll try. So I am going to just adhere that one heart that we did get. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Femi's Shining Star Gel, which is super, super pretty. I'm just gonna get this and stick it into the gel, cure it, and then just top coat it in. And that's how that would work. It might be better with some gel versus others. I'm not saying it couldn't work, but I just don't think it's going to be like super easy to work with. Next, whenever I was doing my chalk acrylic videos, I got tagged in this a ton, which is this super cool little device that basically just grinds up whatever. I think it's like an herb grinder or something like that, but I've seen a lot of people use it for custom acrylics, so let's try it out. I got it off Amazon and it was like $10, so I think that's a pretty good deal. I don't see an on or off. Oh my god, I am so dumb. It's just a button on top. Those of you that miss my chalk videos, hopefully you'll like this part. I just have some clear and I'm just gonna... Then we'll also put in a scoop or two of white for good measure. It's been a while since I pulled these out. I think we should make like an orange. I don't really know how to, should I just like break a little bit off? That seems like a lot. Oh, and just like put it in there. I don't know if it'll just like completely grind it up or if I have to like sort of grind it up and it'll just mix it better together. But I'm gonna just do that. So now I'm just going to dump the entire thing. We'll attach our scary device. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna get it off the easy way. So we still do have to break up the chalk and everything before. I'm sure it does mix it very well, but we still have to. Okay, and then I think this is where this will come in now. And then we try to mix it this way. I hate that scratching sound. Okay. So it does mix it very well. I was hoping it would just break up the chalk, but it is not that strong. And for this one, I'm basically just gonna mix in some really pretty pink mica. I'm going to mix in some of this hollow glitter. Pretty, I think. Okay, so we have this all. Now I'm excited to blend this one. We are going to do designs with the acrylics we did just make, but another cool thing that I saw on TikTok was these French tip like cutout thingies to where you just put it in and then you just, you know, put it at the size you want and slide it off. So we have this. I'm gonna use this one, and I am just going to size out on the nail that I'm gonna do before. I think that one works, right? Like that one, maybe this one. So I didn't test this one to see what it looked like, so we're just gonna have to trust our gut with this one because I don't know. Hopefully it's pretty. This yellow under my nail, by the way, it's not any, it's just chalk. This actually looks super, super pretty, if I do say so myself. Look at this, it's so pretty. So I got that first little bead on, I'm gonna do a second, or we're gonna do our cutout, sort of. I'm just gonna down and just let this, and I am going to let it set up a tiny bit because if it's too liquidy it's not going to do anything. Okay, let's try it. Okay, that's pretty good. I just want to clean that off before it hardens. I didn't do it thick enough, I don't think, but I would say that's a very good start. I'm very impressed with this so far. Okay, so for this nail, I'm going to do the tip part white. Just gonna use this Model 1's acrylic. Ooh, she runny. That's okay. Because this is on a full cover tip, I'm not like trying to build it up super high or anything like that. I'm just trying to get all of the color on and everything. I've never been able really to do a French tip sort of like this where you file down and like see the full design, but I always love watching people with that. It's like so satisfying to see like you file off all this little bit and see the full design come to life. While this one's drying, let's do the other acrylic, this one. So for this next one, we're gonna do the opposite. I'm going to do a clear for like the nail bed. Okay, so dumb me, did not pre-measure this one. I think this will, right? Yeah. The acrylic comes off really easily on these, by the way. Okay, I just looked at this way. That's not even, is that? Nope. Now we'll take our color that we've already made. The brush I'm using, by the way, is the Long Hair Pretty Nails and Poochie's Nails collaboration. I believe this is an 8. And this one helps if you aren't good at working with like large beads, which I really should be using a smaller one. I think I prefer a 10, but the 8 one is also very good. And I like how it comes in the little protective case. Yep, so I need to clean this up. It's more mess over here. And then I'm gonna be back and we'll file these and make them pretty. Honestly, these did not turn out amazing, but I'm gonna put it up to user error. I do think they're really good tools. I mean, this one did work fine. You just have to be like more precise with it. But let's put a top coat on them anyway, just to sort of see how they look. I think I created a winner with this pink acrylic. Look at how pretty it is, and it's all hollow. You can't really see in the camera that much, but it's so pretty. Like, put a top coat on these really quick so we can move on. How long have we been here now? 5 hours. Yeah, definitely not my best work. But, you know, honestly, I came into today wanting to do like hacks and stuff. I didn't come in today wanting to do like a full set, if you know what I mean. Like, I didn't come prepared for that mentally. So this next hack I just thought was so fun. Obviously, they're not going to look the same, but it's something I absolutely want to try. And they did say it was inspired by Christy McKean, the person that used to be on Nano Nails. I personally didn't see her do that, but she says it's inspired by her. So this one is where you make your own like sort of nail gems or sort of decals, kind of using nail foil and a top coat, which I thought was such a fun idea. Like, you can do so much with this. So I did grab some nail foils that I thought would be cool. We're gonna start with these ones, and looks like we have similar foils. I'm just going to grab like a little snippet of this one. So just like a couple ones that I think are really cool. Something I do not like is rolling foils back together because I feel like they never fit in exactly how they were before. Why? I don't know. I think it's just to spite me. And then I like this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just start with this one. So first we're gonna do a little test one to make sure that I'm doing it on the right side. Just like, okay, so hopefully this was the right way. That's not coming off, which is telling me it's probably the wrong way. This way. It's been a long time since I've used foils. Hopefully this side will be a little bit better. Okay, let's see this one. Did this one peel off a lot easier? Oh, it did. That's interesting. It didn't do the inside. Did I not put an inside? Okay, so this is what we got. It didn't take off the inside. It's like there's some top coat there, but it just, maybe I need to cure a little bit longer. I feel like doing like raised designs would be so fun. So I'm going to just do like a couple lines. Like, don't you think that would be fun? It would just be like long rhinestones. And I'm trying to make sure that I have like enough on there that it's not too thin so it won't adhere. Fun! Look at that. And we could just like do something with that. I don't know what exactly, but we'll figure it out. Let's try this one. Want to do like a couple little shapes. I have this little side. Okay, got all of our wonky stars. Now I'm going to put them into here. That one's okay. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what design this is going to be, but I'm just going to attach these with some top coat, hopefully. I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, like, yes, you could always do it with just like foil glue. I feel like it's always still fun to just like try some stuff out. And also foil glue might run a little bit and you might not get like as full of coverage as you're getting on these. I think this one looks pretty good. And our best looking nail so far. I know this video has sort of just like devolved, but I just feel like every video almost does that. Anyway, this next tool I saw and I was like, this is gonna be so useful because I always have these little metal bits stick out whenever I do these sort of nails because they're not curved, or I try to curve them myself but it's not like right, you know what I mean? It's not like the right little curve. So when I saw this video showing these nice little tools that will like curve your metal pieces for you, I was like, I have to get that. So I got the pink one, of course. So I got these tested. I'm going to test it with a heart. Just for example, like when you put this on here, it's just going to like hang off the side like that. And that's not going to, I guess you could push it down, but if you have like stuff you're working with, it's just probably easier to do this. So I'm going to use, I don't know what the difference is for these. It says I need double stick adhesive tape, but I'm just going to like drop it in there and smush it. It's curved and now it should fit better. I think it'd probably work on a bigger nail, probably not the pinky as much, but much better. That is just super cool. I love that. We'll put a little bit of top coat on here again to adhere it. Much better. It's curved with it, not gonna stick out crazy. So we did sort of end up with a mishmash of some different nails today. Obviously not a cohesive set, not even a good set. I dare to say we only have like one good nail, and that's like this one. But we did try a bunch of stuff today, and a lot of stuff that I've been curious about. Like sometimes you see something and you don't know how much work that person had to do like behind the scenes to make it work. But surprisingly, I felt like everything for the most part, aside from the soap, oil, water removal thing, which again mainly is for press-ons, but I did see a lot of people doing it for acrylics, so it did work for some people, but didn't work on my polygel nails. Please make sure to give this video a like if you want me to try different stuff. I think next time, I think I want to try recreating some cool designs that I see people do, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys want. I'm happy to do whatever you guys want. But please make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye!